Okay, so another live video or another video. Oh my goodness, like man, the stuff that I be that be going through my mind and the stuff that I be thinking about and how I be trying to put things together, but it keeps leading me to different places. Like before I was about to do this video, I'm drinking some coffee. And right now it's like in the afternoon. It's 2:05 in the afternoon, March 1st. And what I got on TV. I'm watching Netflix. This is Mysteries of the Faith, and I believe it's the first episode. It's called Crown of Thorns. Yeah, Mysteries on Faith is a Netflix series, and I'm 21:01 in. I push pause. Now I'm pausing it, but and I'm drinking some coffee. I'm like tired. I'm like so freaking sleepy. Like if my daughter was asleep, if she was taking a nap, what she got her teacher is here now. One of her ABA teachers is here. But if I could take a nap, I would. Of course, I can't. I gotta stay up, which is fine, of course. But I'm like, if she didn't have session today, and if Eleanor was like really tired and like wanting to go to, who was this at the door? Here we go. Who is it? Oh, so you have to come in. Oh, okay. I mean, the tan was fine too, but this is nice. Okay, so of course being interrupted is not nothing new with these videos. It seems like at whatever time. So that hey, that might be something significant. Paint. The maintenance person is painting. It's painting the doors to the building. The actual doors to the building like a brighter color. The color that it was currently was like a darkish brown, which was which is fine. That's what it was when we moved in. So ain't hey. But now it's like a lighter, like vanilla color. So painting doors might be significant. And oh my goodness, see, I'm this is how I talk. I'm going to be all over the place. And this was this was the freaking topic of the video anyway, because now because I forgot what I was even about to be talking about before I got up to answer the door. But painting the door, I have a story about that. When I was what in the fifth or sixth grade. Um, Let me see. I don't know, fifth or sixth grade, whatever grade I was in. Of course, me and my sisters was with my mom. We was living on Nova Avenue. Was that Nova or Bounty? Yeah, Nova Avenue at this time. In Capitol Heights, Maryland. And we was going to Bradbury Heights Elementary School. Well, speaking for myself, I was going to Bradbury Heights Elementary School, which was right down the street, walking distance. And we lived in that neighborhood previously on Boundary Avenue, which was like the next corner street down, when my parents were together. So I grew up around that area, around Capitol Heights, Marlboro Pike area, PG County. I grew up basically around that area in Capitol Heights. So when yeah, so basically, and we on Nova Avenue at this time. So I guess my mother, she was like, well, I like the area. I guess she decided to move back there after my parents separated, and not even knowing, like, look, a couple of years later, I didn't even know that my mom was keeping us from my dad. Like, this is what my dad told me. Like I said, this video, I'm going to be going all over the place. That's just how I talk, whatever. But how my dad found out where we was at, which I didn't even think he was, we was supposed to be hiding out from him, because let me see, fifth grade, sixth grade, that's 10, 11, 10, 11 years old, 12 maybe, 12, 11, 12 years old. Um, I, wasn't thinking, oh yeah, we got to hide out from my dad. It's like we moved from when my parents got divorced, we was moving all over the place. So this particular time when my mother got this apartment on Nova Avenue, um, it was a one bedroom apartment, and she had me, my older sister, and my two younger sisters. My youngest sister, like my baby sister, I call her. Yeah, because since I got two younger ones, I got one older sister. I'm the second oldest. And my parents had all girls. It took them to be with somebody else to have a boy, because I have a brother that's not by my mom, from my dad. My dad got somebody else pregnant and had a son. And my mom was pregnant with another man and had a son. So I actually have like two brothers. Um, you know, One brother came out of my mom's, and then the other brother came from another woman. But anyways, during this time it was just four girls. So my mother had four girls. And I want to say my youngest sister, my baby sister, the youngest one of us, of the girls, I want to say she was like maybe one or two, because for some reason my sister underneath of me, she was of course school age, but she was going to school from my grandmother's house, my grandma Olivia's house. So we wasn't the only people that went to the same school. Was me and my older sister. Like, even though my sister underneath of me, we could have been in high school together, but she went to another high school. She didn't go to the same high school as me. So it was just me and my older sister. She a year older than me. But anyways, back to painting. Look, see, I'm getting all talking about some other stuff. But oh yeah, see about okay, about my dad. Like, I didn't know he was hiding out or whatever. Okay, we was living on Nova Avenue, going to school. I think we moved back there when I was in the fourth grade. So fourth, fifth, sixth grade. We lived in that one bedroom apartment. Um, yeah, we moved when I was when I was in the sixth grade, and sixth grade was just about the school year was just about ending when I was in the sixth grade, and then we had to move like 2 weeks before school let out. Um, And I missed my graduation. I didn't go to my sixth grade graduation, didn't go to the dance, which I'm not really tripping about the dance. One of my baby daddies, well, my first baby daddy, he the one who asked me to the dance, knowing this ass since we was 10, 11 years old. And then this gay ass motherfucker acting all bitchy, keeping my sons away from me. Well, our oldest son is 21 now. But, our second son that we got, he's 16. And I'm just like, he about to be 17 this month and doing all that, like, young, like, let me get off, let me not even think about his little dick ass. Like, young, that nigga dead to me, like, for real. I don't wish him like no harm or anything, but no, like, I kid you not, like, he's been like dead to me, like, literally. That time when he let his wife put her hands on me while I was pregnant. I'm pregnant, and then in front of our two sons at the time, like, and I'm telling his ass, like, before anything got physical, he over here just listening to me and her, like, arguing, like, going back and forth. And mind you, I don't even argue, but I was like, listen, I'm tired, I'm pregnant, I just want to go home, leave me alone, I'm just trying to leave. And these motherfuckers blocked me in, couldn't even get out of the parking lot because I always back in the parking lots, and this bitch done, you know, put the white truck in front of my thing, so I couldn't even get out of the parking lot. And other things was, in front of me and next to me. So I'm just like, and I'm telling him, "Can you get your girl?" Can he just sitting? He just outside of the car, leaning on the next person car, like just looking at us, going back and forth. And I'm looking at him like, "Can you get your girl? Like, I'm just trying to leave. Can y'all just leave me alone? Can you get her? I'm pregnant. I don't want to fight. Just go." And our son's in my car in the front seat, like just looking at everything, like being quiet. And I'm just like, how this motherfucker is supposed to be a man, but letting his wife going off on me over some bullshit. Like, I don't even know what we was arguing about. Something something about that happened like previous months. Like, I don't know, like 3 months ago, I think. I don't know about spring break when he didn't want to pick up his sons during spring break when they was with me throughout the school year, and he would normally have them for spring break, like that was the thing. And then for some reason he didn't want to, and I'm just like calling him like, why is the boy still over my mother's house? Like, don't you supposed to be picking him up? And then it came and he was like, well, no, you supposed to drop him off. I'm like, I didn't have no problem dropping them off if you would have told me like you wanted me to drop them off to you. These past couple of months, you've been picking them up from my mother's house when it's your weekend. And I even told you, like, see, look, I'm getting all off topic. But I even told the guy, I might as well finish just what I'm saying, since I'm thinking about it, like, and it might be significant. So when he started, I was living with my mom. See, look, fast forward to, oh my goodness, I'm so like all over the place. But that's how my mind be, y'all. This is how my mind be. Like, I can just go from one thing to the next, and then when I'm trying to stay on one topic, a keyword happen and it takes me to something else, and then it's like zoop 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 until I get back to where I started from. I'm just like, uh so bear with me, okay? I'm like, apologize, but I don't apologize because that's how I talk. But believe me, I'm trying to be structured. I think I would be more structured. Oh, there's something I was thinking about too, if I actually write my own questions to myself, because I don't have nobody here to, hey, ask me questions and stuff like that. And I don't want to make it seem like an interview neither. I ain't trying to do all that. Well, I guess it would be an interview if somebody's asking me questions, but I don't want it to be like in a formal kind of a thing. So it's like, so anyways, if I'm asking my own self questions, like if I literally write questions down on a sheet of paper, and then when I do a video, most likely live to get it over with, I won't have to be waiting for things to update. So I'm gonna read the question that all the questions that I wrote to myself, and I'm gonna answer them. And I think that's how I will be structured if it's like a question instead of me just talking. Because when I talk, I be talking and going all off. Um, because I don't really talk that much. So then when it's like, oh, I get to talk, blah 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 blah. But it's like, for real, if y'all see me in person, it's like I'm so quiet until somebody asks me something and it's something interesting. I can keep going and talking about it. But I don't be starting no conversations. It's like, I don't know. Y'all say something to me. I don't know. Like, hi. Okay, so and what was I talking about? School, moving, sixth grade. Oh yeah, bitch ass baby daddy. Okay, so the first one, we over here. It was his weekend to have him, so it's like Sunday now, and we normally meet at the Walmart in Clinton parking lot. After this incident, we started meeting at the police station. But during this time, I'm picking him up. We meeting at the Walmart parking lot or whatever. Oh yeah, so it had happened because um, spring break or whatever. Before spring break even happened, they dad, I guess, would get off of work at like 2, 3 o'clock. I don't know what time, but it would be real early. And I normally would not be coming in the house till about 5 o'clock, 4:30, going on 5 o'clock ish. And we would meet at the location to meet up at again, which was the Walmart in Clinton. We will meet there, I believe, I want to say 6 o'clock. I want to say 6 o'clock is the time that we would be meeting, that I would drop the boys off and he would be there or somebody would be there to get the boys. And then when it's my time to get them on Sunday, I would be there at, I believe it was 6 o'clock also on Sunday. So that would be like the meeting location, 6 o'clock at the Walmart in the Walmart parking lot in Clinton, Maryland. That's where it would be. Fine, cool. First, it was another location that was closest to me, but then I guess they moved to a house and it was just like, oh, well, to another location was like, oh, come further out. So me want to keep the peace. I'm like, okay, fine, I can drive an extra, um, you know, 10 minutes or so, fine to keep the peace. I'm like, I know where is it at. It's kind of like a straight shot, so I don't mind doing it. Like I said, I'm a peaceful person, not dealing with the drama. Okay, cool. So so that's when we was meeting at for a while. So when a couple of and then for some reason, I mean, I guess for the reason that he was like didn't want to keep waiting until 6 p.m. until I drop him off, because mind you, I think he said he would be getting at his house at like 2, 3 o'clock ish. And the boys they was in elementary school at the time, two older sons. Went to the same elementary school right in the back of where we lived at where I used to stay with my mother on Harry S. Truman Drive. Forgot the name of the elementary school, but it's in Upper Marlboro. So and I think they school ended at 2:30, 2:45 ish, but I think they normally would be in the house just say at 3. I could be wrong, but I know it was like early, so I think they would be in the house like at 3 o'clock. So they dad, my first baby daddy, he had texted me one day and was like, can I pick the boys up on, Friday? That's his normal time. Can I pick the boys up or normal day? It was every other weekend. And I picked them up on Friday from your mom's house around like, well, he asked what time they normally get in. Just say it's 3 o'clock. I was like, yeah, around 3 o'clock. He was like, all right, well, can I pick them up around 3:30 or so? Because I'll be getting off of work at 2, and then I don't want to be waiting until 6 until you drop them off, and I gotta leave back out at 6 and yada yada, like all this stuff that he was saying. So I'm like, oh, okay, which I understood. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. So I said it. I said, so you going to be picking them up from my mother's house on Friday, this Friday coming up? Yeah, I'm picked them up around 3:30, yada yada. I'm like, okay, fine, that's fine with me. Everything was cool. So so that was it. And of course, we had the same Sunday pickups time, pickup drop spot, whatever. So, that Friday I kept them. Then the next Friday he had called me again. He was like, well, is it okay if I, pick them up again on Friday from your mom's house at 3:30? And I said, that's fine. I said, but listen, and I specifically said this. I said, this is for you. I don't want you to turn around and be like you doing me a favor, because I didn't ask you to do this. You asking me, is it okay for you to pick them up? So don't turn it around and try to make it seem like, oh, because I seen it, like something in my mind, like in my third eye, have people say, seeing in the future that he was going to try to flip it around and be like, well, I was picking them up, picking the boys up, so you won't have to drive that far, and I was doing you a favor, so you, like, something told me, or what, like I seen it that he was going to come out of his mouth, or somebody was going to come out their mouth saying it like they was doing me a favor. Like I'm the one who suggested it or requested it because I ain't had no problem dropping them off. It was like, okay, cool. That's what been doing for years. Like, hey, if it ain't broken, just leave it, unless we making it better. But so so he was like, yeah, I get it. He specifically was like, yeah, I understand. I get it. Just for me, D. I know you ain't asked me to do this. I know. So I was like, okay, yeah, you can pick them up. That's fine. That's fine with me. So I was like, well, if you change, and then he was like, yeah. So for now on, and that's that same conversation. He said, so for now on, I'm gonna just be picking them up on Fridays from your mom's house at 3 o'clock, 3:30. Okay, cool. And I told him, I said, well, if you do decide to change your mind and don't want to pick them up, let me know like a day ahead because now I can plan my Friday to do something else instead of coming straight home. I can do some other stuff or whatever. But if you planning on not picking them up on Friday and you want me to do it, that's fine. Just give me a day ahead notice so I know. Don't text me Friday early in the morning saying, hey, you got to drop them off. Like, you're probably already planning something that, to do something Friday after work. Like, just let me know a day ahead. He's like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. I was like, all right, cool. Thank you. And that was it. So he went on picking them up every other Friday for like a good month or two. No problem, no nothing. Everything was fine. So spring break coming around. Hold on, let me take a sip of this coffee. Mm. So spring break coming around. So again, like we already talked about him having them for spring break. Like we talked about just like a week or two before. Like, yeah, spring break coming. And normally whoever the sons live with, um, during spring break, they would stay with the other parent. So if it was years when my sons were with their dad, was living with their dad, throughout the school year, when spring break came, they would automatically be with me for spring break. So if the boys were staying with me throughout the years going to school, when spring break came, they would be with their dad. Okay. So that's what it was. That's how it's been. Okay. That's how it's been. No problems, no nothing. Until a feminine bitch energy came into his energy and I guess was jealous and all of that. That's how it normally starts because that's what happened with my son's dad, his girlfriend or wife or whoever she is and trying to take over and like, damn, I don't want your man. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. Like these bitches be jealous for what? I don't want him. And I'm quite sure your man don't want me. But at the same time, if we do, oh well, I don't want him. I don't bother y'all. I don't bother him. When I'm done with something, I'm done. Like, damn, why y'all trying to erase me out of my kid's life? They're trying to push yourselves in there. Y'all will never take my place. My sons know who their mother is. And look, they don't, man. Okay, calm down. Okay, so anyways, spring break coming up. Spring break, I think, like the last day of school was like that Friday and they would have a whole week out, whatever, whatever. So mine is already planning that their dad is going to be picking them up, no different. So why on Friday, his dad ain't never say nothing like, oh, I'm not picking them up. I'm not, mind you, that's the last day of school for spring break. Dad ain't say nothing. No, I'm not picking them up. I'm not doing this, not doing that. So I went on my merry way after work on Friday, whatever. So then my sister called me, was like, yeah, Abe and AJ still here. And this time it was probably like 5:30ish or so. And I'm like, what? What they still on there? Mind you, he normally picked them up around 3:30. So I'm like, oh, well, let me call their dad or text them, see what's going on. He probably picking them up regular time. Like, I don't know. Probably picking them up a little later. I don't know. So I texted dad, called him or did something. He was like, oh, you got to drop them off. I'm like, huh? I said, well, didn't I tell you if you wanted me to drop them off, tell me the day before. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not even in that area. I'm in Baltimore. This and that. And he was like, "Well, no, you need to drop them off." And I'm just like, "How the f?" I said, our sons is waiting for you to pick them up. I said, "So you telling me that you're not going to pick your sons up? They waiting for you to pick them up?" So he was like, "No, I ain't picking them." I said, "Ain't whatever." So I hear his girl in the background. So then I guess they hung up, or he hung up on me or whatever. I'm just like, ain't this about a beat? So I called my sister and I was just like, man, you. And so I'm telling my sister what just happened. Like they dad talking about he ain't picking them up and I gotta drop them off and this and that. And she was like, well, damn, well, I can't drop them off because I gotta, my car messed up. Something she was saying, but she was like, she couldn't drop them off or whatever. Because I think I asked her, can she do it? And she was just like, nah, I got to do something or something. But she said she couldn't do it. So I was like, damn, all right. So something had happened, but me and my son's girl, I think that was his wife at the time. She had called, or me and her got on the telephone, and then so she saw her cussing me out. Was like, we the ones who was picking this. This is out of her mouth, not out of his mouth. Mind you, he became a punk when she came in the picture. He like for real, he became a sissy ass bitch ass nigga once this girl came into the picture, and she just took over. Like, yeah, she just took over. So she got on the telephone talking about, oh yeah, so we the ones who was picking them up all early for you, so you won't have to drive, and you can't even drive this one time after all these months we've been picking them up early for you and this. And I'm like, wait a minute now, I ain't asked none of y'all to do that for me. And I said I even told him that if he want me to drop him off, give me the day ahead, let me know something. And she was like, well, no, you need to come and drop them off because we ain't picking them up. We ain't picking them up. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So now I'm a little heated because I'm just like, and I'm thinking about my sons. And I'm like, my sons is the ones that's getting hurt because this time I was planning on being out for the whole weekend. Like, I was planning on being like not even going to my mother's house. Like, I had my bags packed. And this time I was like dating Melvin's dad or whatever, but that nigga was cheating on me the whole damn time anyway. That's another story. But I was out like in Baltimore, had my bags packed or whatever. Like I wasn't planning on driving that hour and a half back to PG County, like no. So I'm over here thinking about my sons, and I'm like, if I don't, how can I say that? If I don't drive over there to drop my sons off by now, if I do that, they probably ain't gonna get dropped off to their dad till about 9 o'clock. But I'm like, if I don't do that, then my son's gonna be in the house waiting, like where they dad at, where they mom at, like dad and mom is not here, like So I'm just like, oh my goodness, like and this time I'm just like, ugh, what to do? Like I'm going back and forth with myself. Like, should I just leave Baltimore and freaking drive, and I'm gonna be pissed off while I'm driving, and I don't want to be pissed off while I'm driving, or should I just be like, F it, let me just chill out, and then maybe on Saturday, if they still there, I'll just drop them off on Saturday because it's the whole week that they can spend with their dad. Like one night, okay, fine, whatever. But I really don't feel like driving back to PG and then dropping them off and then coming back here to Baltimore. And that I was just like, oh, you know. So but basically I had ended up calling my sister back and telling her that me and his girl then got into it over telephone, and I'm just like, man, it's freaking give me a headache. So she was like, oh. So then they dad ended up calling me. So I'm like yelling and going back and forth with him. And he's going back and forth with me. I'm just like, why in the world are you not picking your sons up? I'm not really yelling. I take that back. I'm just talking calmly, but in a stern voice. Like, why are you not picking your sons up? Like, how would you feel if you was a little boy and your dad's supposed and you expected your dad to come pick you up and you ain't picking him up, and you waiting on the step, and I said doorstep. My sons was waiting on the doorstep, but that's what like a lot of people be telling their stories. Yeah, I was waiting outside for my dad, and my dad ain't even come. So I threw in the doorstep, but my kids was inside, inside the house or whatever, inside the apartment. So they was good. And then plus I didn't want to hear my mother's mouth neither, no way, because my mother, she was no, she ain't really no. It was just, and the apartment size was, so I ain't really want to hear her mouth with anything. My mom's. So I'm just like, goodness, if this motherfucker don't pick up our sons, like, what's the problem? Like, come on, why y'all trying to start some drama? So at the end of the day, they did come and pick up my sons, but it was a whole commotion, a whole issue. He done brung his whole posse, his girls' dad, and they had weapons. It was just like a whole lot of nonsense bringing over to my mother's apartment. So, of course, my mother and the police and stuff. Well, I don't even think the police came. It was just like a whole lot of commotion. So my mother called me, was like, "Don't be having them bring all that commotion up over here. This I gotta live here. I got, this where I stay at. Yada yada, all that stuff." And I'm just like, "See, here for the damn drama. Like, come on, people." But they end up picking them up. But I'm just like, for what? What was all that for? Like you couldn't just pick them up how you normally do. Why do you, and not even said like, "Hey, if you want me to pick them up," because mind you, it, the whole thing was I normally was going to be dropping them off anyway on Fridays, but he took the initiative to be like, "Hey, I got it on Fridays. I don't feel like waiting for no 3 hours for you to come from work when I'm already at home chilling and I got to get my ass up to come back out to do the, I just pick them up." I'm like, "Okay, I specifically told this motherfucker, don't put it on me. Don't say you doing no favor for me. Don't act like I asked you to do it. None of that. You approached me with this. And I told you, if you want me to drop them back off, let me know a day ahead. Hey D, Friday at least a day ahead. You can let me know a week ahead if you want to, but at least a day ahead. Hey D, tomorrow, Friday coming, you have to drop them off because I ain't, I'm working late, or you can just start dropping them off again. Like I ain't had no problem with that. I wouldn't be like, oh hell no. I'd be like, okay, cool, 'cause that's what it was. That's how it's supposed to been anyway. Cool. This motherfucker ain't let me know anything till the day of. So I ain't dropping them off, and it's fucking 5:30. Like, come on now, because of his bitch. And that's what she is too. That's exactly what she is. The other one too. Like I said, y'all be trying to think y'all can take my damn place, and y'all can't. No one can take my place, especially when it comes to my children. Y'all cannot portray to be their mother. Come on now, y'all some stanky ass bitches, some hoes. Ew, don't be getting mad at me because your man still want me, I guess, obviously. Up, confirmation. And then I know my first baby daddy, I know his ass still want me. Well, I don't know about now, but I know during this time his ass still wanted me because this nigga proposed to me, what, two or three times. Yeah. Oh, you got a stamp on your hand. That's nice. It's not out. I like it. I like it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. All right, see you later. See you later. Go back. Miss Angela wants you. No. Ooh, got some pictures. Miss Angela got some pictures. You gonna use some more of our blue stamp? Ooh. You got blue. I like blue. Go get blue. Come on. Wow. Okay. I guess my daughter had to calm me down. Like, wait a minute. I had some energy of using the B word, Mama. Let me bust this door open. Okay, so, but but to sum it all up, what I was saying about yeah, they dad not being, basically being dead to me. He was dead to me when I was pregnant with my son Melvin, and I was newly pregnant with my son Melvin, and Yeah, his girl approached me because of that incident. That's why I was telling this story, the spring break story, because yeah, that happened like in when is spring break? March. Yeah, spring break is in March. So I found out I was pregnant like in May. So yeah, I was like newly pregnant. So she approached me like yeah, like in May, like mid May or something, like 2 months later. So I was, took the test like 3 days before all of this, when she approached me and then found out I was pregnant. I didn't even go to the doctor or nothing yet. Or did I? No, I did go to the doctor. Yeah, I went to the doctor and confirmed that I was pregnant and everything. So yeah, went to the doctor, confirmed I was pregnant. I don't know, 6 weeks pregnant or something or so. So during this time when they blocked my car in, well she was driving, so when she blocked my car in, couldn't get out the parking space to leave. Um, yeah, I don't just say 8 weeks pregnant. I don't know. I got the paperwork in the closet. And like I said, I'm gonna show all this. I got proof. How people be like, I got receipts. Believe me, I got receipts. I got receipts on a whole lot of the bullshit these motherfuckers done put me through. For what? Like, what did I do to y'all? Like, honestly, what did I do to y'all? I'm like, I ain't gonna say I'm the nicest person in the world, but I'm like, I'm like carefree. Like, I don't bother anybody. Like, I don't pick on anybody. I don't talk about anybody. Like, what's the problem? I don't want any. Whatever I want, I will have. I already have. Like, it's going to come to me. Like, you know what it is. It's like it's already came to pass. It's going to come to pass. So I'm like, if I wanted your man, I would have. I already done had him. I'm done. I don't want him. Like, why y'all females? What's the problem? Why y'all mad at me for? What did I do to y'all? Like, y'all, he's yours. Be happy with him. I'm not the type of person which I never was calling nobody, bothering them all hours of the night, calling my ex, talking to him. Like, don't think about none of them. Once I'm done, I'm done. Like, that's how everybody should be. Like, okay, we can co-parent and that's what it is. Just talk about the kid or the kids we have together. Like, hey, make sure such and such eat, or did you know that he did this, or his teacher called me, whatever. But that's it. Like, I'm not checking up on you for anything. Like, we're done. Like, okay. And I think that's what they new girls was upset about. They just like, wait a minute, it's no drama between them. It's no drama. They still nice with each other, and she's actually a cool person. Like, she ain't with the drama. She ain't bothering him. She ain't bothering me. She not harassing me. She ain't all in our business. What? Hmm. Where they do that at? Everybody that I'd have known, they got baby mother and baby father drama, but Demetra, wow, she not into that. Like, her and my man, they cool with each other. Hmm. No, I need to end this. I need to create something because this is no. This can't be good. This can't be too true. It's too good to believe that there's no drama between them two. They just co-parenting for real. Like, she don't bother us. She don't harass us. She's not concerned with him. She's not concerned with me. Like, oh no, I need to cause some problems between them. If she don't want to get any problems between me, I'm gonna cause problems between them two. Like, ha ha ha. And that's what these bitches playing work because they man is weak, obviously. Like, once they done with me, I guess they got weak or something. I don't know. Or these females put that pussy magic on them and was like controlling them and have the dudes, my exes, treating me all kinds of negative ways. And I'm like, damn, we was cool. Where did this come from? Why you acting all, like, what's the problem, dude? What's the problem, my nigga? Like, what? We was cool. Co-parenting and everything, no problems, schedule working out fine, and all of a sudden your ass started changing. But anyways, so yeah, once that incident happened, and then when I'm sitting in my car, I got back in my car a couple of times to close my door, my driver's side door to close it. This bitch gonna push the door open so I can't even close my own car door. After the third time, yes, I got back out my car. I'm like, oh, I'm done with this. So honestly, I can't tell you made physical contact first, like who swung first, who hit first. I don't know. I don't know, but I know me and her was end up physically fighting, and I was trying to protect my stomach, which I was like, man. So, but I ain't feel nothing. Like far as her hitting me and everything, I ain't feel none of that. So I mean, I ended up on the ground, like in a fetal position. Yes, I was on that ground in a fetal position, holding have my head, tucked in and holding my stomach, protecting my stomach or whatever, because I know this girl going to be stumping on my stomach or whatever. I'm like protecting my child, protecting my unborn baby. So after that, it was just, and then she drove off, and then I had weave in my hair. So I'm like trying to find my glasses, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like I was like, I hope I need to find my glasses because I'm like, I cannot drive without my glasses. Like I'm like nearsightedness, so I can't see things far. So I'm like, I can make it home. I can drive and make it home, but I'm just like, I'd rather not drive with no glasses. And I got my kids in the car, like, mm-mm. So I was like, shoot, gotta find them suckers. So I'm feeling all over, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, my glasses. And then I'm patting my hair, and I'm like, oh shit, this my glasses is stuck in my hair. Like, good. Whew, they ain't fly off nowhere. They ain't get stepped on. Okay, good. But anyways, I whole calling the police. I had to ride in the ambulance and all that. So I, filed a report and everything. So the damn prosecutor was like, I had pictures, I had scratches and stuff, and I had to get an ultrasound done. And the doctor was like, the baby is fine. God is protected by like a whole lot of liquid and fluid and stuff like that or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. That was the first picture, the first sonogram picture that, we seen of Melvin. And I actually took a picture of it and sent it to his dad. And mind you, his dad the whole time was like, terminate, terminate, terminate. I don't want no baby by you. Terminate, terminate. But I was like, let me send him this picture, because I'm like, even though this nigga probably don't even care, but whatever. But anywho, um, once that incident happened, and like this is what my baby dad, well, with both of them, but really with my two oldest sons, they dad. And before the physical altercation happened, and I'm telling him like, get your girl, And so she's saying, "Oh yeah, you just mad something about money." Oh, income tax. You just mad because we ain't no she said we, because we ain't let you claim your sons on the income tax. And mind you, they was living with me at the time. So technically, yeah, I suppose I had claimed them. But something that happened, like they did some shady shit and then I couldn't even claim something. And then they ain't give me the money or nothing. But I'm just like, that's fucked up. But I don't got time for the drama. Like me, I'm not even tripping about money because I've realized, like, what the fuck, I am money. Like, I don't even supposed to be touching that stuff. Like, I am it. Like, everything is free. I known that since back then. That's why I'm like, I ain't tripping off no money. I mean, yeah, nowadays, yeah, of course, throughout the years, I'm like, I needed to pay rent, to do this, to do that, whatever, food, whatever. But on a deeper level, I always knew like I ain't gonna argue over some damn money. Like, yeah, I of course bills and stuff got to be paid. But far as arguing with somebody, nah, I ain't. What the fuck? Why I'm arguing with somebody over me, over what I am, who I am? Like, no, I'm get no, 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 no. But she said something like that in like a negative way, and I'm just like, what? Like, oh, so and how she said it, it was like she meant to have triggered me, like, "Ooh, Imma say this to trigger her." So that made me think of, well, damn, during that time when they was doing it or filing for taxes, that means they knew they was wrong for doing it. They knew they was wrong for doing it during that time. So for her to say that and like say it in a way of you just mad because we filed for taxes for your sons. You just mad because we ain't give you no money neither after we did it. And I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about none of that. And my mom, like, where the fuck that coming from? Like, who the fuck thinking about money? I ain't thinking about no money. I'm thinking about taking my ass home, and your ass is blocking me. Like, so I'm just like, what? And then so then I started saying, well, and then in the past, my children's dad, he used to tell me like, oh yeah, she's cheating on me again. She keep going out to the club, and I think it's probably like a 6 to 7 year age gap. Like he's older than her, so it's like, and she was still young when they got married or whatever. And then I think she was pregnant. That's why they got married. But I'm thinking like after or before the marriage, I don't even know. But I know she was still going out to the club when they was like even engaged or married or something. And he would call me like crying. Oh man, yeah, she's cheating on me and she's going out with this dude and this and that and sending all these pictures, sexy pictures online and still going out to the club and this and that and yada yada yada. So I'm like, dude, like what do you want me to do about it? Like, like, okay, cool. I can listen to you and be a shoulder to cry on, like, okay, cool. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. You calling me crying about what she's doing. Now you need to be a man and be like, hey, you done with her or you not done with her? I don't want you. Like that's between you and her, like whatever. So I burned that shit up. I'm like, oh, I said, well, oh, is you still cheating on him? I was like, is you still cheating on him or did y'all work that out? Are you still being a hoe? You still going to the club, shaking your ass and cheating on him and yada yada yada? Like I said something like that. So I don't know. Like I said, somehow we got into a physical confrontation, and that's what it was. So when I found, like I said, I had to call my older sister for them to drive my car back to my mom's house with my sons in there while I rode in the ambulance. So that was the day that my oldest son's dad, Jonathan Lamont Neal, that's when he became dead to me. He became dead to me because if you put my all my children at risk because you was acting like a little bitch ass punk ass nigga and couldn't get your girl, couldn't have the common decency to be like, look wifey, look girl, woman, wife, whatever, boo thing, my sons is here in the car. You don't need to be arguing with my son's mother, and then she's pregnant at that. If you have a problem with her, wait until she has the baby. If she really is pregnant, wait until she has the baby, and then we can continue this. But right now, you're not going to act the fool in front of my sons and have my sons see their mom and my wife arguing. Like, no, have some respect. His ass couldn't even do that. So, like I said, he was just standing there being a little bitch. Like I swear, just picturing it, just him just leaning on the other person's car, just being a little bitch. Like, dude, I'm saying I'm pregnant. Like I said it like at least 20 times in front of them. Like I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I just want to go home. Like, can you just let me go home? I'm pregnant. I'm tired. Like, come on. And here he is just leaning up against the car, like, I ain't saying nothing because I'm quite sure his bitch ass bitch told him, hey, you better not pull me off of her, or you better let me just do what I do to your son's mom. It's like, what nigga, what real guy, what man, young. Let me not think about that because I would, man, okay. Okay, no universe. Oh my goodness, my spirit guides is telling me to say something. No, it's not this time yet, y'all. Stop. I'm not going to say it. Please don't make me say it. I'm not. Oh my goodness. See, oh, they talking about it's too late because I'm about to cry. They saying that it's too late because now I'm crying. They said that this nigga done is making me cry and that's it for him. Well, and her. Okay. Okay. But I'm good, y'all. I'm talking to my spirit guys right now. Like a plane coming over. That's like confirmation. Like, okay, mm, I'm good, y'all. Y'all don't. I mean, but if y'all want to scare him a little bit, y'all can go ahead and do that. But I'm good. I'm just thinking about that. Like I could have lost my son, and then just
having of me physically fight somebody in front of my sons over some bullshit. Like that wasn't even nothing for me to fight over. Like what come on now. If I'm gonna fight, physically fight somebody, let it be something meaningful that I'm like, ugh, because that person would not be getting back up. But this right here, it was like, when were we fighting for? Like, I'm fighting because I'm fucking tired and I'm gonna lay down. And like, come on. But yeah, this dude done let his wife assault me in front of our sons. Our sons had to hear and watch the whole thing. I'm like, how much traumatizing? Like, come on now. And then so this nigga, after I gave birth to my son, which it came out weeks early, than the due date, he was due Melvin. My son Melvin was due January 11th of 2015. January 11th, 2015. He came out December 19th, 2014. So, and it was like when I had worked the day before, I had him at 4:56 a.m. on Friday, and I had just, left work on Thursday, and I was planning on, and the last day that I was planning to work was like the beginning of January. So, I was going to get my vacation time, my holiday hours and all that stuff. So I was going to start working like January 4th or 5th, get that New Year's pay and, that kind of thing. But so when I had him on, unexpectedly that early, so of course I called my son's dad, even the AJ dad, and was like, yeah, this weekend, I won't be able to get the son, our sons. Yeah, during this time they was living with their dad, and I was like, Mom, because yeah, there was no, they was. Let me see, I'm pregnant. No, they was with me. Yeah, they was with me. So I was like, yeah, I won't be able to drop them off to you this weekend or whatever because I'm in the hospital and I don't know if it's somebody else going to be dropping them off to you and picking them up. And by this time, we was meeting at the police station at this time because of that incident. So and it was just like but anyways, I had called him while I was in the hospital. I'm, sitting in the bed, like the next day after I had him, or like, no, not the next day, a couple of hours after I had Melvin, my son. So then I, talking to him on telephone, even the AJ dad, and I was like, yeah, I won't be able to drop them off to you, yada yada yada, because I'm in the hospital. So whatever, you know, I'll let you pick them up. But if you ain't picking them up or whatever, then no, because ain't nobody gonna be able to pick them up from you and whatever. So he was like, oh, okay, no problem. So he was like, well, how's the baby doing? How's the baby? I looked at that phone. I had to pause for a second. Once he said, "Oh, well, how's the baby doing?" I looked at that phone like I took the phone from my ear. I looked at it and I was like, "I know this motherfucker." Then just asked how my son was doing. I put the phone back to my ear. I was like, "Look, don't you ever ask how my son is doing after that incident that you pulled when he could have that freaking not been here." Well, I said the D word, which I ain't gonna say. You want water? Okay. Thank you, Mom. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, got your straws. Yes, you somewhere. So yeah, so I told him, I was like, don't you ever ask me how my son is doing. Don't you ever do that, especially after that incident that happened where he could have, I said the other word, the, even though that's in my name, but I don't even want to say it. So I'm like, so he was like, oh, okay. I'm like, nigga, and he ain't never asked. But then now, them two plotting with each other, scheming with each other against me. Melvin dad and even the AJ dad. Them two, they talk more to each other about me. This is current or new schemes and plots on how to set me up more or whatever, whatever. I'm like, y'all two motherfuckers talking to each other, scheming against me. Y'all need to be working on planning on how to get our sons back together. Or like, hey, let's meet up one day for more. More water. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you did it. What you want? You already poured some. You did it. You need water. You gonna drink some? All right, so I'm about to end this. It's 3 o'clock and it's going on. And it's going, what, 56? Yeah, it's going on an hour. I'm about to say, wait a minute. Did it pass an hour? 56 minutes? No, Demetra, it's not an hour yet, but it's getting close to it. But yeah, but them two now, they all talking to each other. And I'm just like, what the fuck is y'all, if y'all not talking about, hey, let's have a play date or let's meet up with the sons so they can spend a couple of hours together, your sons and my son, even though it's an age gap, but at least probably just go out to eat or something or take them somewhere, so they can still be in each other's lives. But no, these motherfuckers talking to each other about, how can we get D more set up again? How, would you have anything in mind? What can we do? Oh, well, I'm about to take her for child support. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Have her pay child support. Oh, good. Eleanor. Again. You hold it, you pour a little bit. Good. Almost this time. There you go. And then thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Daughter coming in. More water. More water. Which is good. Of course, she drinks water from a cup and a straw. But but yeah, so I'm about to end this. So I'm just like, oh, this was pretty good. I think I'm gonna come on. Well, I'm gonna see. Can I come on a little later? Like I said, I know I'm gonna have interruptions, but I ain't trying to have too much of interruptions where I just don't even want to be talking, about some stuff and then have all these long periods of just like silence because I'm someplace else. But yeah, that's about it. I don't even know. Like this, I don't even know what the topic of this thing video what I was going to be talking about, but somehow I got on this. Anything about my sons? What was I saying? Oh yeah, child support. Yeah. So man, so I'm over here being had my son kidnapped, premeditated kidnapped, being lied on, saying that I put my child in harm's way in a car. Mind you, I got the receipts. That's gonna be a video where I'm gonna show the receipts and the lies of how this motherfucker Melvin Brown II, how he got a protection order against me for me to stay away from my child, and the stuff is lies. And he ain't even write it. You know who wrote it. I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, for a mother to purposely be targeting a good mother, it's like do as you want somebody to do unto you. So believe me, when you knock knock, you come in, open. So believe me, you trying to start on taking. Alright, you good? Taking my children away from me, believe me, your child going to be doing the same thing. You're going to experience that 10 times, infinity times fold. Like as much pain and suffering. What's you can't drink this? This coffee. Oh, I see your hand. Ooh. Like believe me, all that's gonna come right back on y'all 10 times fold, like a million times fold. The feeling. More so the feeling. Like, come on now. Be be prepared for all of that. I know. Be prepared for all of that what's coming to y'all. Because I ain't playing, and my guys is not playing, and the universe is not playing. Alrighty.